Hello, I'm ibxtoycat, and good morning everyone. Today I'm doing one of the important things you'll need to do to prepare for 1.20, or I guess it was lower on the list according to my video, but I feel as though getting bamboo is one of those things you're going to want to have now. You need 4 bamboo to make a single plank, and then, if you compare that to how wood works, 16 bamboo equals 1 log. So in other words, you need 16 times as much bamboo as you'd need logs, and so I need a lot of it. And so today, I'm going to be working on getting precisely that. This is my Let's Play world. It runs on a realm, and so sometimes that leads to some funky issues when there's too many cows running around. But today, I'm going to be getting myself lots and lots of bamboo, and honestly, I already have a fair amount of bamboo. I just want to bring it to the next level. I want to prepare for 1.20 fully, and that also means probably getting some diamonds, stuff like that. It's all going to happen, because I love when new wood types come to the game. Like this birch mangrove combination here is something I still love. Like white and red just work so well. What about yellow and orange? What about yellow? There's lots of fun color combinations that get possible, and so we're getting 2 brand new plank types. I want to take full advantage of both of them, and so that's precisely what I'll do. After flying across my world, we'll ignore some fun, pretty things we see along the way from tomorrow's Let's Play, and instead this is my bamboo farm. Oh wow, what have I hit? Okay, I'm going down here now, apparently. But yeah, so this is my Let's Play world. It's very lovely. I always like to take some time to look at it, but this is my bamboo farm. So the bamboo farm, the idea was like, oh, it's like the sugarcane farm, but we could run it automatically. But we don't even really need to do that so much. I think as long as we plant the bamboo, we'll be in a pretty good location. So we'll plant a bunch. That way, if I want to go along it, I can do that. But then I'll also set up a bunch of pistons down here so that more and more of it gets collected. Because honestly, the secret to collecting bamboo at my farm, the problem I'm having is not necessarily even the farm so much as just the minecarts always get trapped going round and round the wrong way. It's a long problem, but we'll explain it as we go along here. My minecarts get trapped in like an infinite loop where if I'm not in the chunks loaded, they start running into each other and doing funky things. So I need to work that one out. My farm is way smaller. Wonder how slow the rates are. Okay, so look at this. The minecart went round that way, and it didn't pick up any. Okay, and it's gone back round that way. So we need to now, on the way back through, stop it. We need to say no. This is as far as you come, my friend. Will that work? Let's find out. So I'm just gonna stand right here until a minecart hits me. There we go. No, was not what I was hoping for. Let's try that again. I guess we're gonna literally. Oh, damn it. They're hitting each other. Okay, so I always just recommend, like, remove a piece of track. And now this way, they'll both fall into it, and we can get them going the right way around. Your stream description is far too long, Toycat. Need to... You're right. It is a tragedy. So I guess you should just do the things that it says anyway. Feels like a big field of bamboo that you get more bamboo than an auto farm from experience. Yeah, honestly, that's what I think I want to do mostly today. Like, set it up manually. I have the manual sugarcane farm, and it gives me all my sugarcane needs in one place. Please tell me it won't run into the other one now. Yeah, when this minecart comes through this way, I need to run it back onto the tracks the same way, and then as long as I'm within a... Okay, it came back round this way. That wasn't what I was expecting. So we have to wait for the other one to hit it, and then send this the same way that second one goes. Okay. It's gonna work. It's gonna work, chat. I don't know. It's entirely full. This thing desperately needs to empty. Just, I don't know where it's gonna go to do that. Why do you need bamboo for 1.20? Bamboo becomes useful in 1.20. I said it was only useful for sticks and, like, didn't mention scaffolding. Okay. Did something hit it yet? I feel like something just hit it from that side. Am I wrong? Or is there maybe a stopped minecart on there somewhere? Honestly, trying to work out minecart mechanics is something you could do forever and never be any amount wiser on. So, hasn't worked. Okay, there we go. On this spot right here, we get a lot more. We get a lot more vision of about what's happening. There's a trapped minecart over there. This is the weird thing about minecarts is you think they're simple, but if you try to run them across multiple chunks, they never will be. So what I'll do, nice and simply here, is I'll just break these, send the minecarts on their merry way, and then as long as they're going the same way... Oh no, damn it! How did that happen so fast? They're just doomed to always chase each other around in circles. I feel like there's There's no stopping them from doing that. This is why I recommend if you're on some server or something, use water or just use pure hoppers. Okay, that went around that way. And if it's gonna hit something, I'm gonna send it right back round. Okay. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No. Damn it. There's no way to stop them. I'm gonna fix this and I'm gonna work on all the other stuff because this is a pretty clear priority first. Okay. Oh, actually, it looks like we've almost maxed out our bamboo here anyway, so that's a good sign. You know, no. Yeah, we have to change something. We could have just a single minecart running around it. Honestly, that might at some point that does become the faster way. If only you could put down a solid block or something. Yeah, wouldn't work. Would not. Anyway, so now we'll leave those running around, and then at least one of them will always be emptying, probably, right? One of them won't be, but that's fine. So just half my farm won't collect. Which makes it less efficient than just having one. Although I could actually... Okay, so here's my new clever idea. We could just run the hoppers for far enough along that it hits the other side, maybe? Using a single cart is the easiest fix. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. Second hopper cart running around here. We'll just remove it. My attempt to make it more efficient just isn't going to work. We could have a second one run on a smaller loop somewhere. Or we could have them run on just two separate loops. But yeah, if we see a minecart, I'm breaking it, chat. Yeah, you're gonna die, minecart. Yeah, all the bamboo too. And now this one will never be interrupted ever again, presumably. And we can do something with this later. But for now, we'll just put it on some. Hey, Anglovan Catterhout. I like your correction on the name. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much for becoming a member. And then we'll put this minecart down on some tracks somewhere. Or we could just put it in like a chest. Yeah, we'll put it in my chest. We'll put it in a boat chest, which is where I'll totally remember that it's inside. Although, there we go. We'll put it in there. I'll 100% remember it's all in there, and problem solved. So we need a lot of bamboo, right? I probably should take it from here, actually. If I'm going to take bamboo from anywhere, I need a lot of bamboo. Wow. And so one of the reasons why is to make this farm work better. There's two ways to run a bamboo farm. One is to go way over the top like this, but the other one is to... We'll have some more fun with it. So, Toycat, what do you find to be the most useful wood type? Says Lauren Elson. There's no such thing as a most useful one, right? Like, you could argue that spruce or jungle are more useful because you can grow more of them at a time. I like oak because it, even spruce like singularly is like a nightmare to chop down sometimes. I like oak. It's simple. Birch and oak are definitely the easiest ones to chop down. But if you're using some other metric, which I can't even fathom which metric you would be using, then maybe by those metrics something is better. But yeah, so we're now going to place all the bamboo along here. It's unrealistic that we... Also, wow. It's unrealistic we ever would need to grow stuff up here. But I think it's just a fun idea that we can, right? It's like the sugarcane farm. Like, well, how often are we doing it? Not very often. But if we want, we can just run along here. Because they don't line up, it's a bit trickier. But we can run along here. And we could be like, yep, all for me now. I think they took it away from Toycat.
Toycat is never late for his streams.
It's true.
He's just saving $1,000 going live. You should try my fave cocktail shot. Half a shot glass Tito's vodka.
What is
with Cholula lime?
What is Cholula lime? Can I have my rant about Tito's vodka? Like, something. It's a Minecraft stream. So every time there's someone who's like, Toycat, only children can watch Minecraft, and so okay, if you're a children, then listen away. Oh, we're talking. It's obviously hypothetical, whatever nonsense we need to say to make that like that one 40-year-old man who's like, oh, I'm the only adult watching. But no, yeah, so like with some real security issues. But no, so Tito's vodka is called like Tito's handmade vodka. And it's like, it's craft vodka is what they'll say. I think like there's a funny thing because I saw a video like criticizing it for being like, they say it's handmade, but it's obviously not, right? Like it's like the 5th biggest vodka in the world or something. Like you can't hand make something on that scale. But I'm a big kid, should be fine. We're all 13 years old, and so I'm going to encourage a lot of underage drinking right now. But no, yeah, it's called like handmade vodka, and it's funny because I was like, it can't actually be handmade, right? And I looked into it, and someone tried to sue them because they don't hand make it, and their defense wasn't, yes, we do. It wasn't some technicality. Their defense was, we don't claim to hand make the vodka. Our name is Tito's Handmade Vodka. And so that is a legal defense that does hold up in court. Like, yes, Your Honor, this is not handmade vodka. This is just called handmade vodka. I absolutely love that personally. I think that's delightful. Anyway, so yeah, we're now gonna grab some pistons, I think, and I think redstone actually first, and then I'm gonna put it in some nice place. We're all 2 months old, aren't we all? I mean, if we are, then there's maybe some bigger concerns. But yeah, we're gonna go grab some redstone. I'm gonna place it down. It'll be great. I actually weaseled my way back on Twitter again. I wonder how long it'll last. You know, just don't yell at people. It'll be fine. As I understand it, like, Twitter rules are pretty lax these days. Can we talk about Twitter? So this is gonna be a casual stream because I have to get to the airport really soon. I realized just after starting, just before starting, I guess. And I didn't want to cancel a stream, so I was like, we'll at least we'll hang out for a little bit, get some progress done, right? But look at this. This is so fun and efficient, like my sugarcane farm. Honestly, yeah, the fact that it goes side to side kind of does mess with the whole idea a little bit here. Yeah, I misestimated time, made a mistake. I was like, well, if I can get there latest by this time, it means I can finish my stream at that time. It's like, no, I have to leave my house and go to the airport. Anyway, so let's talk about the Twitter thing, because I have to say there's been a huge like a lot of people said when Spaceman bought it that like, oh yeah, Mr. Musk he's gonna do some real terrible things. It's gonna make the site so much worse. And one of the things that's happened since is like consistent user growth. And it's weird because everyone says like, but don't you need a PR department? And don't you like, he fired 80% of the staff or something. And everyone's like, but those staff make the company run. And clearly they don't make the company run. Like, the company is a website that would run, if there is an apocalypse tomorrow that just killed all humans, but machines could still run, until those machines stopped working, things would work. And so with the money-making mechanisms, although without people to pay money. Anyway, speaking of making money, thank you, Ellen Thompson. Guess who's making money today? Your boy Toycat. Now, thank you so much. I am massively appreciative of new members. And now you get to watch member-only videos, including Toycat bathing in Iron Brew. What's not to love about that? Yeah, to roll that back a second. So the most controversial thing that's happened recently is Twitter removed the verified badge. Or rather, they didn't remove the verified badge. They turned the verified badge into a subscription service that doesn't verify you anymore. So like, if you're, depending on your point of view, either they removed the verified badge, or they've changed it into something else. And so now most people who are using the verified system before are not using it anymore, because it was previously a system to verify people, whereas now it is a subscription, and so they haven't signed up for the new subscription. And so this has caused a lot of controversy, like, amongst people who, let's be honest, are in my category of, like, I was verified before, and now I'm not, and I'm upset that I have to pay money for the same thing. But the whole debate around this, the verified system, is intensely interesting. I have to admit, like, this is the problem with, some people pretend that Twitter is news or whatever, and I'd like to believe there is news on there. But, like, the proof that it's entertainment has come from the last few weeks. Because now, in response to that, like, a lot of people, a lot of, like, real individuals for whom $8 is, like, actually a real expense in their life. Buying this service, like, being like, oh, I'm verified now. But then all the people that they were buying verified to join, right? I love Twitter since Elon. It's so good, says Katie. Yeah, it's genuinely enjoyable to watch. Like, there's always some crazy. It stokes that drama urge that everyone has inside of them. Like, of course you want to know what's happening. Blah, 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 blah. But now there's people being like, yeah, these celebrities are out-touch elitists for not paying for a subscription. And then there's people being like, actually, all these people who are paying are the idiots. And then, so now there's people trying to block anyone who has the subscription. And so they had to block making it visible who had responded to you, who had a subscription versus not. There's this fun game all the time of like, ooh, drama, basically. And I hate to admit it because I think that's dumb. I think it's really dumb to enjoy drama. But I hate that I'm on the side of like, but I keep looking. It's like a car crash, right? Like everyone knows like, don't look at the car crash. That's insensitive to the victims. But also, I'd watch a car crash video. I've watched several, in fact. I get recommended car crashes. I get recommended train. Like this is what YouTube just shows me because apparently millions of other people watch them. It's like, do you want to see a kangaroo getting hit by a train? And I'm like, why are you showing me this, YouTube? But like, also yes, you know, it just it's a wacky time. Yeah, I think that being on Twitter sounds like work, says Corbin. Yeah, it's an interesting time. It's an interesting time. So honestly, this manual bamboo farm is always the one to go to because we can chop it down and it will just grow back later, which is nice. POV, point you crash a car and YouTube recommends you car crash videos. I love car crash videos. You know, I feel like I might have had the tamest car crash that has ever happened. I cannot believe it, honestly. So, yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. Also, I love your new name, Angela Van Katzenhout. It's high quality. I hope there's fun reasons and not bad reasons for the change. So, Kat, you said you had removed GameCube hate comments from Let's Play 155, but you didn't. Okay, you know what? You're right. Let's go to Let's Play 155. Let's remove the hate comments real quick. Okay, so, Let's Play 155. Okay, 155. Minecraft console 155, glitch sheep and what? Glitch sheep and so there's been 10 views on this video in the last 28 days. It's done pretty well. And let's see what these GameCube hate comments are. Lost Woods not so secret anymore. Bought the map, didn't. Why is there so much GameCube hate? He didn't remove the comments. Insults the GameCube. You know, I can't believe there are people who insulted the GameCube. I need to go and do that. Apparently, a lot of people watched that a few years ago. Let me see what that is. 2022. Did a bunch of people watch it? 172 people watched it last year versus only 42 people this year. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I got on a tangent like that. The point is, I'll remove the GameCube hate comments. Eventually. I'll show those people who's boss. I think YouTube algorithm reads live chat. I got a recommendation for the video where you say why your name is ibxtoycat. Yeah, I got asked that so much. I was like, I just need to make a place that I can point people towards. Honestly, I make so many videos for that reason. Like, you know, people are asking again, like, how do you stick to a world for so long? Why do you keep loading it up? It's like, okay, I need to make a guide on why I keep this same world, but also why you should do it too. So yeah, that's my basic logic. I watched Toykat's old video named named F*** Cave Spiders. It was very entertaining. You know, are we just going to look at Toycat old videos? Do you want to do that, Internet? We should do that. Okay, Cave Spiders.
Hello, I'm ibxtoycat, and this is episode 155 of my Minecraft console.
Okay.
Adventures,
I don't see a video called F*** Cave Spiders. I'm sad. Oh, yeah, I do. Minecraft 1.3.2 Adventures. Oh, it literally does have stars on the title.
Hello, I'm ibxtoycat, and this is my Minecraft...
Oh, this is 10 years ago. Wow.
Episode 5. And last time I made a super pickaxe diamond.
I called it BIPQC, even though it was Java. And apparently I really don't like cave spiders.
Explore the new area that I found
oh, this would have been the video where I saw a desert well. This is the series where I found a desert well for the first time. That's why a lot of people are seeing that recently. Right, I get you. It's crazy how that works. I think I watched that. We can't see the video. Yeah, I'm such a bad streamer. Like I just don't have the right setup for that stuff. I'm sorry. You deserve better, but you're not getting better. That's me. And also, this thing keeps running aground here. Oh, I don't have a... I think I must have mined up the track, and it went in the hopper, and now it's down there somewhere. Interesting. Where do you think it is? There it is. So we put down a powered rail? No, I want a regular rail. The regular rail is going to be in this hopper here, I bet. No, in this chest. There it is, yeah. So just quickly, nonchalantly, patched that up. And now the minecart hoppers can work. Because now it's been basically fully drained. Although this chest is now basically full, so we need to fix that. But still, problem solved. Okay, so my superpower is getting Toycat to swear on stream, says Everett Lewis. You know, I can't believe you made me do that. No, you're actually allowed to swear on YouTube as long as you don't... This is the dumbest rule. You can't swear in the first... Oh, God damn it, I hate wasting fireworks. You can't swear in the first, I think it's 30 seconds of a video. They're like, if you swear in the first, you know... I think they might have changed it now to 7 seconds, but you're allowed to swear after that. It's like, what sort... What? What are those rules? I don't understand them. And honestly, when you try to make sense of rules like that, it's like they're not rules aimed at actually helping people. They're rules at making advertisers not upset. Because ultimately, this is the reason why, you know, the whole Twitter drama, like everyone's like, ooh, why is he making me pay? Is because being reliant on advertisers is such a godsend for the user. You can watch YouTube videos for free. YouTube spends millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars a year to pay for the video bandwidth, let alone the staff it costs to like make the whole site work, right? So YouTube is a multi-billion-dollar expense company, and the way they can give you that for free, zero cost, is by you watching an ad occasionally. Although sometimes it seems to be 2 ads. What do you think I am, YouTube? You think I'm made of time? But yeah, I think it's like it's a really good thing for the end user. Except then advertisers start being able to like be a sway. So there's this concept in like the world of like you are to some extent beholden. You know, you don't bite the hand that feeds you. Means you are beholden to the wills of the hand that feeds you, right? You can't do things that the hand that feeds you doesn't want you to do. So that's probably obvious to most people. But in case it's not, now you know. But the issue that creates... Oh, hello, skeleton. The fun issue that... You know, there's too many mobs up here. Let's just go to sleep. Deal with this in the morning. The interesting issue that creates is that now advertisers get to have a say over how your business runs. Because they are the hand that feeds YouTube. They're not really the hand that feeds you as a user. But if YouTube wants to keep making money, they need to... And so when YouTube competitors, you know, let's say a bunch of legacy media, when YouTube competitors come out there and say, wow, YouTube is serving ads on Terra videos, they can explain all they like, that like, no, we serve ads to users, not on the videos. But they're like, is ISIS making money? No, but it's like, you're advertising Coke alongside ISIS stuff, though? It's like, well, I mean... I guess, but like, couldn't that happen in the real world? Like, if an ISIS person blew up a Coke billboard, no one would be upset with Coke, but they are on the internet because, you know, people don't the sorts of people who run, you know, like, media firms don't seem to understand that. And so, yeah, subscriptions are a really great way to say, what if instead of being beholden to advertisers, we could be beholden to users? That's why Twitter basically has to do that, is because whenever Twitter does something controversial, or even, you know, Elon Musk, the person who owns Twitter, if they do something controversial, advertisers can say, hey, it's now not worth our time to be on this platform. And so you don't... Imagine if your employer was like, oh yeah, you can say whatever you like, but if you say something I don't like, I will fire you immediately and also not pay you for the last month's work. You'd be like, I probably am not going to say anything too much. But maybe, you value your ability to speak, your free speech, if you will. But you probably value much more your... you probably value much more your right to, like, your right to money, because money, ultimately survival is, like, we have a hierarchy of needs, right? Like, surviving is more important than speaking your free mind or being self-fulfilled or whatever. By the way, here's an annoying fact. Look at this. So I'm just holding down the left trigger, and so the placement rate should match the movement rate, but it doesn't, and so I end up with these weird two-tool spikes every now and then. I think YouTube needs to redo their terms of service and make rules reasonable, says Loran Elson. Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is they're not making the rules because they think they're good rules. They're making the rules because they're trying to avert advertiser criticism. And so yeah, that's the whole reason. If I start, like saying if I have uncensored F *** cave spiders in my title, my income would go down quite a bit. If I didn't have it with the stars, And so, like, I have a slight incentive against doing that. In reality, I mentioned this before, I try not to swear, not because I think, like, ooh, swearing's so bad. I think if you don't care about swearing, you should go yourself. But I think, let's see, I was going to say it, but I was like, no, I am sticking to my point here. The more important thing to me is, like, when you don't swear, you give it way more power. Like, when you hear someone who never swears, you know, when your dad swears at you, or your uncle, who's really cool otherwise, you're like, whoa, he is upset. Whereas when you're casually swearing, like, it's a thing. Same with, I guess, like, basically anything you do. If you don't do it very often, it's way more impactful when you do it. Who would have assumed? Not me, that's for sure. So yeah, this is going pretty nicely, I think. I don't swear I don't swear in front of / at people. And why would you? You wouldn't is the answer. Unless you didn't like them very much. So yeah, I'm going to place another layer of dirt on top of this, and then another layer of quartz. Just to bring it up a little bit. Because we do have a bunch of scaffolds. It would make sense to keep the dirt farm going a little bit higher. Okay, can't see very much. Game has some minor lag issues and we try. You're saying swearing is for special occasions, says Corbin. That's exactly what I'm saying. My parents never swear, but, like, to the point that they think anyone who ever does is evil. See, your last name is Pentacle, which just to me gives off witchy vibes. Like, like, I don't know, they're in a cult, like, when you swear, you bring him into your life. That sort of, like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe that's offensive, maybe you're hurt, but it's okay, because it's true. Is that how that works? I'm pretty sure. But no, there is I'm going to pick up some quartz, because I've got far too much lying around here, honestly. There's a really... Should we grab a second stack, actually? Yeah, we'll grab a second stack. We'll get some extra dirt, too. Probably need 5 stacks for 2 stacks of that. Both my parents are literally sailors, says Sanddog. We don't have sailors in the year 2023. Stop trying to lie to me like that. You don't pretend that sailors are a real thing. Oh yeah, going on my voyage ship me is. No, that... Also, that's what sailors are. They say going on my voyage ship. Rose Pentacle, like Christian Ashes, my username isn't my real name. Oh, okay, that makes way more sense. Also, Christian, is that a combination that exists? Anyway, yeah, I think it's really interesting, people who are like that level of against swearing, because they do exist. It's a type of person. Okay, so this goes to the middle of the bamboo. So we place a dirt block there, and then quartz goes there. Nice, and then we'll do some dirt on top of the bamboo. And then we can just jump on top of that and place all of our blocks. Easy. Oh, it's way harder to place it with a bamboo there. That's why I removed it. It's not... I thought it was like, oh, because it'll be too high. The reason I didn't place it there is because otherwise, while I'm trying to place forwards, it'll place on top of the bamboo. Okay, so we just place like this. Hope there are no blocks in front of me. Okay, that goes to this... Okay, this is a weird way to do it, but it works. You can sideways bedrock place. I didn't know this was a thing you could do. I didn't realize you could be so diagonal while bedrock placing. Did you know that, internet? I don't care too much about swearing. I use it to enhance jokes. Yeah, I try. That's another thing too. Like, it's like you get a lot more power. You know that whole joke about, like, oh yeah, you don't like swearing, you can F off. It's so much funnier if I didn't say F off, right? You know, I can say fuck, right? I'm pretty sure. But I think I can understand the rules about not using swear words in titles, but I think it's fine to swear in videos if you put a warning, or if you don't do it that much. Yeah, I can see the concern. I remember once, like, seeing my, like, 5-year-old brothers watching, like, hardcore gaming videos of the guys, like, dropping a swear every few seconds, and then being like, oh yeah, I bet this is the sort of thing parents disapprove of. If only because... But the thing is, the only reason I can think of you disapprove is because then your kids go to school, and they know the swear words to teach the other kids, and no one really wants that. But, like, why do you not want that? Why is that considered such a bad thing? And the answer is, like, well, there are some things other people's kids do that you don't want yours doing. I don't know. I there was a kid in my school who, like, I just thought was a real dick, but, like, retroactively, he was just from a really, really poor background. And he gave me, like, advice on how to steal. And it's like, man, I don't, this is bad for both of us that you teach me this. You're like, like, he was just trying to be like, look, there's this cool way that you get free stuff. But to me, it's like, at the time, it's like, wow, that's crazy. You can just do that. But also, aren't we just, like, taking someone's stuff? And, like, it's... Because they'd always steal from convenience stores and stuff. Like, it's, I don't know, I think it's interesting, the levels of this you can get to. Side note, can't wait for the 30-hour stream of Toycat searching for a silence trim. I think we can do it in less than 30 hours. I think the one concession I'd have to make, chat. Okay, so tell me if you think this is fine. I think if I'm looking for silence, I need to use a tool to find where all the ancient cities are. The value in looking for those ancient cities myself is it's just so non-existent, I think. So we'd find out on my seed where are ancient cities. And then we could just, like, go from ancient city to ancient city. I think... I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe someone thinks, like, no, there's a lot of value in it. But, like, finding your first ancient city, I think it's better if you don't use a tool. I think even, like... But I think if you're trying to find 20, and you're relying on RNG, it's like, why wouldn't you stack the deck in your favor a little bit? I always liked roses, and I realized afterwards I'm non-binary. Happy for you to not be computer code. Sometimes the jokes definitely work, and trust me. Also, I can't place in front of me here. I think we want to go. Okay, so that's block 1, and this is block 2. This is where the next layer of quartz goes, and we can continue out. You can travel on the Nether so you don't load too much in the overworld. Yeah, that's the other concern is, like, although, actually, do I want to travel in my Nether too? Like, yeah, it's a hard one, but I think I probably should. There's no value in increasing your file size in them necessarily. Yeah, that's, I think, yeah, I think that's a really good point. Like, I'm so close to a gigabyte, and, like, somewhere between 1 and 2 is where the real spicy failures seem to happen to people. And so to avoid said spicy failures might be a good idea. So I think I might place some observers and some pistons up here, just for the fun of seeing where the bamboo lands. Do you think that'd be fun, internet? I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a silly type of fun. But ultimately, all fun is a silly type of fun, if you look at it with the wrong attitude. But yeah, I don't know why I'm nervous about learning to play Java after I graduate. You don't ever graduate from Bedrock. That's what I tell you. You're only close to 1 gig? Or did I hear that wrong? It's only 1 gig. Yeah, my Java world from, So I'm still working on the video for that. I have someone... This is a long story on it, but... My Nomad ran a Minecraft where I'd never made a base was 33 hours. It was a little bit of time, I'd say. Well, you do have to graduate because they don't have Bedrock on Max, says Duncan Wool. That is the ultimate tragedy. Sorry you're going through it. A gigabyte is... Oh, Christ, there's so many mobs up here. Let's not deal with those. Let's go back home. Let's pick up some pistons. And let's, just for the fun of it, set up some pistons and observers up here. I think it'd be fun. Yeah, gigabyte is 1/100th of Series X storage. No, that's not right. It's 1/1000th, right? Like, even my series, I've got a Xbox One S. I got like 500 gigs or something. It is better to store it in the cloud still, but it's not the biggest concern. Just play fewer other games, play more Minecraft. That's always the solution. So we're gonna pick up these 4 bamboo. I'm gonna go to sleep, and then we're gonna craft some pistons. An Xbox X. Mac owners without salmon size variation. I do wonder if they want to bring Bedrock to Mac, because ultimately, even though they've made it Windows exclusive now, like, is there actually, you know, like, Mac players can still play Minecraft. They're just playing a different Minecraft, the one that doesn't crossplay with the other Minecraft. Although it crossplays with the other Minecraft. You know, that's a weird point. There's like 2 versions of cross-platform play. Okay, so we're gonna grab some wood, assuming I have some. Okay, I've got plenty of jungle wood. Am I gonna use jungle wood? I feel like I shouldn't. Given the resources, I just always feel like I've got to use mangrove. So we're gonna make a full-on stack of mangrove. Gonna make some pistons. Gonna mix it with observers. We're gonna be good. They're bringing it to Chrome. Yeah, they're bringing it to Chromebooks. I have heard that. I wonder how that will be. I genuinely do not know. Okay, so what does it take to craft a... What do we reckon, chat? To craft an observer, you need stone. We need 2 redstone, easy. We need some quartz, easy. And we need some cobblestone. So I'll use cobbled deep slate because I've got too much of it lying around. Actually, can you use cobbled deep slate? We'll find out. What do you reckon, chat? Do you think you can use cobbled deep slate to craft observers? Okay, let's give it a try, and let's find out that way, I guess. Okay, so cobbled deep slate. We'll find out. We'll have to grab 2 stacks. Be a bit of a pain to put it back, but it's fine. I bet you can. There's a lot of recipes that don't quite work with cobbled deep slate. Also, there's weird shapeless crafting that you can't do. The observer will not let me craft it. I am missing cobblestone. See, that's a weird example of, like, I think they just manually added all the recipes to Bedrock. So yeah, let's throw it back in there. Also, good to see you, Leanne. How are you doing? Also, Kat, I missed you earlier, but hello. How are you doing? Hope all is well. Happy birthday to your offspring. You know what? Do parents, is that a thing you wish parents a thing? You know, like, I guess that is, wait, no, this is the anniversary of the time you were in a hospital pushing out a hobby. That's something, right? It's something. So we're gonna grab some more redstone, put this stuff back. And then we're gonna get some pistons. So pistons we need cobblestone for as well as the wood we've got and some iron. So we'll grab some more of this. Anniversary of my almost demise. Congratulations on not dying. You know, I can't imagine how you know, I'm this is one of those areas where I'm like, ooh, yeah, this is, you know, being like jokey mean here, you might hit a spot. I would congrats, you managed to keep a tiny demon alive, says Riggins Rallygar. You know, everyone says like, wow, that's so hard. But like, really, is it? The number of kids who bet, you know, like, okay, you know, I've watched enough questionable quality movies to know, to know that, like, you know, like, humans raise themselves all the time. You know, I watched a TV show recently, called Between, really bad, don't watch it. But like, everyone below the age of 22 survives. Everyone above the age of 22 dies. Very fun premise. Very poor execution. But my point is that lots of people do just fine in that world. There are tons of them who are like, yep, this is my life, and it is great. Okay, so we're gonna put some of these back. I don't know why they're in a separate stack, but they are. And then we'll put all but 16 of these in there, just so we can have. I just want to have one area which, if I place them over where the hoppers are, they can land straight on the hoppers and not on the minecart tracks. So that's my smart idea. Yeah, I think you just invented a new way to pronounce my name. It says Leanne. It's okay, Leanne. Leanne. I'm gonna every time I say it, I'm gonna say it slightly differently, and then by the end we'll be good. It's traumatizing trying to prevent a toddler from falling down the stairs every day. Look, we all have a natural built-in mechanism of avoiding bad things. When a bad thing happens to you, you don't let it happen again. You let your toddler fall down the stairs, he's not going to want to fall down those stairs again. This is why I am very fit to be a parent, trust me. Okay, so now we put a observer facing forwards. Oh, this is actually really tricky while there's stuff here. So we'll do it a layer up, you know. It's a bit easier up here. We'll grab one of these. So where this is, we place our observer. Is that the right way? No, it's facing the wrong way. Oh no, what have I done? How do we even place them that way? Do we like run along like this? Okay, no, that's facing down, right? I don't know how we... Okay, how do we place these facing the right direction? Because maybe it's like up a block. I'm gonna have to go look at my existing farm. Let's just fly down real quick, take a peek at what I've already done. So they definitely are facing outwards, which I did. You have to place it from the block behind for that to work. So how do I easily do that? KD says I've been pregnant for 6 years of the last decade. That is a crazy fact to me. That is a very crazy fact to me. See, I think that's one of the... Okay, I think all the time about, like, a lot of people find certain differences between, you know, how genders both act and are perceived to be controversial and worthy of note, etc. And, you know, there is a really interesting thing in there. Like, but why is it that way? How do I... Maybe I think I place the bamboo down and then I place on the side of the bamboo. Just like that, but like better. There we go, yeah. And so now just to confirm, I don't know what's happening here. Yeah, what is happening there? And why is that facing down now? Well, goodbye, observer. It was good knowing you. Okay, now, just to confirm this works, we'll put a piston facing this way. I guess we could place it anywhere at this point. It's just a stack off that somewhere. So there's a little thing there. And now when we break this block, there we go. Nice and simple. So we're just going to have a little section above roughly where my hoppers are. Yep, there are hoppers down there. And so if I put some pistons facing this way, they'll push it straight into the hoppers and straight into my usable stash. So Kat, why are you playing on a Realm? Because I have a really underpowered console where I am right now. And a Realm is the best option for all sorts of like... You know, I'm offloading some computational power from my local thing to a Realm, is the simple answer. But the bigger one is that, like, all the time... Like, I've had so many near-break issues of this world, and I don't want to risk it because it's so many years of work. I had one almost the other day, and I was like, oh, awesome, there's a Realm backup, it's fine. Like, like, most people aren't this level of attached to their worlds, I'll freely admit that. Did I get that right, or did I place it the wrong way? Oh, no, that's the right way. So we just have to, from the layer below, place observers like that, except correctly. I think I found a bug, chat. The observers don't place correctly the first time. You've always got to replace them. That's fine. I wonder... Okay, they're not that time, though. Where are you right now, Sevelet Lewis? I'm in Americal, obviously. You can tell because of the high quality of too much fat food I've been eating. My mind is pregnant with anxiety, says WJQ. No, so there's like you know, there are some weird differences between, in all sorts of ways, between like how genders are treated and blah, 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 blah. And you know, a lot of that, there's like two base reasons on why, right? And the biggest one is like, well, in a societal setting, like, you know, blank, 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 you know, like something that I remember when I was like a nervous teenager, I was always upset with the idea of like, why is it that the guy has to make the first move? Like, I would like, you know, like nothing would make my anxiety world happier than to learn that, like, oh yeah, if someone likes me, shouldn't they let me know? I think I did this the wrong way around. I think the observer should be up there and the piston should be down there. Yeah, oopsie. Oopsie. Yeah, let's go fix that. Make sure we don't get into any bad patterns. And then the second one is like, well, the birth, and then like, even though that, right, like, that is a societal pattern that exists, but that comes from somewhere too, and where does that come from? And then, like, again, the best explanation I've ever heard for it is like, well, it's like a risk thing, right? Is like, if you find a bad or unreliable partner as a guy, you can leave at any time. You know, there's all sorts of there's all sorts of reasons that's not, like, perfectly true. But you can do that. Whereas, if you find the same thing and you're a woman and, you know, like, you've committed to having kids together, you've got a 9-month time bomb in there. I think that's, like, a really interesting, like, difference. That, like, yeah, if you, at least, like, on a, like, because, you know, almost everything comes from, like, some base reasoning somewhere. And that's, like, the best, like, you know, because, and even that more widely is like, so why do we have one gender that, or one sex, I guess you'd say? Why do we have one that, like, that creates the children? Like, wouldn't humans be so much more efficient if, like, rather than just being biologically stuck into one system? Oh, we gotta place it the other way around, I guess. Right now, the way it works is like, you know, like, even if you're in a situation, like, you know, if you've got a couple where one of them is, like, working as, you know, the woman's working as a lawyer and the guy is, like, likes to play video games at home all day, or whatever the balance is, you know, in the world. But in those, also, I don't think this is going to work if I do it this way round. Wait. But we'll have to find out, I guess. So we'll grow some bamboo up to there. If I can. Okay, no, it works. It works. Like, wouldn't that be better? Or you could even do the other thing, if, like, you could have double as many offspring if both parents were able to do it at the same time. And then you go back into, like, well, you know, we have, like, the idea is that by having these, like, differences, it's so that, like, one set of, you know, like, one set is, like, exposed and out there, and one set's internal. And basically, there's, like, so many design decisions in making a human that we just have no clue about. Like, why? Like, because almost every animal does have the two, like, sex, like, you know, like, there is sex A, sex B, right? Male, female, is what we put onto it. But, like, why two? Why aren't there, like, animals with, like, 5 different sexes? Like, surely you could have, like, a warrior sex and a you know, like, a gatherer sex and a, like, you know, you could. It's always 2. There's an interesting. I think this is, like, why a lot of I think something really interesting about it is it kind of you know, even famous controversial author of various things. Even in the world of magic, right? It's like, yeah, there's magic people, there's non-magic people, but then there's also, I think they're called squib. No, there's Muggleborn. So magic transfers through your parents, but sometimes you're born from not that, and sometimes you can be born from magic people, and you're a squib. You're born from wizards, but the magic never develops. And it's like, yeah, there's, like, the weird version of that, which I guess you could still argue is, like, a thing of that, but, like, almost because of, like, partially because of that, I feel like every human analogy we ever tell simplifies things down to 2. It's the smallest number you can get that isn't 1, but, like, good and evil is always a tale that people tell as, like, there is a good and there is a bad. 2 things. There's not good, bad, you know, because in reality, well, there's good people, there's bad people, there's people who enable bad people, there's people who help good people, even if they're not good themselves. There's mercenaries who just fight for whichever side will help them out the best. And there's actually a real deep, you know, like, there's a lot of it's a binary system. If you really want to believe that there is something called good and evil, which I think is a real stretch. I think we just have humans with different motivations to us. But if you are going to believe good and evil, it's not like 0 is good, 1 is evil, everyone is good or evil. It's like there are some really good people in the world and some really bad people and some really mixed middle. Almost everyone in my experience is like this middle of the road. Like they have a lot of good traits and a lot of bad traits. You know, even Minecraft or something like, you know, you might be like, yeah, well, there's the sort of player who likes to play with friends and the sort of people who play individually. Whereas to me, it's like, oh yeah, I like playing individually, but I'll play like against people. I like playing Skywars. It's been years since we've done that, but like, it is a fun time, right? But yeah, it's interesting because we try to simplify stuff down, even though we know, or even though we should know, much better than to actually believe the world can be summarized into 2 simple parts. Warrior sex is unpleasant, says WJK. Oh god. Yeah, I just also, do I have enough for a chest? I need to put a chest somewhere. I'm gonna now chop down all my things again. Let this regrow at some point, and put it in the boat chest, I think. I don't think science is too far away from same-sex biological babies. I think you still, like, right now you can, okay, so maybe I'm way off on this, but the thing that blows my mind is right now you can have a child without either one of the couple being pregnant. Like, surrogates, I think the traditional surrogate was like, oh yeah, one of the parents has a baby with the mother, right? Like, you know, via some medical process. But like, you can, maybe this has been around forever, but like, I only learned somewhat recently that you can have it so that one of the partners in the couple puts their egg in there, and then you fertilize it with the, you know, like you can have both members of a couple have a baby without either member of the couple giving birth to it. And so there's a lot of countries that actually have laws against surrogacy. They say you cannot have, they say you cannot use a woman for her womb. Like, you know, like if you're giving birth, it should be for your own child or something. So you can't rent a woman's womb in some, but in most countries you just can. And so there's this huge controversy because in Spain it's illegal to do that. But there's this famous Spanish actress. If you've heard this is my favorite news story. I have no idea how this is like a real thing that a real person thought, but it is. So bear with me for a second. You can't rent a woman, says Trev. Exactly. That is the prevailing law for lots of different things in the land in which we live. Why in the world will there be laws against surrogacy? The only time I ever get a decent response, or I hear someone say something, it's not a decent response. They're like, it's like that one TV show. I forget what it's even called. But they, you know, women are subjugated to a subclass there too. Yeah, I think it's so there's this woman in Spain. She's an actress, and she wanted to have another child. And so she went out of country to do it. And so it's quite controversial to like leave your country to to circumvent your laws. In the UK, for example, like weed is illegal. And so, you know, like it's not against the law for me to come here or go to Canada or wherever else in the world that's a thing. But it is like, you know, it is like something that's not supported at least. If I made a big public thing like, yeah, I'm just going to leave the country and suck. Like, I don't know, I do all sorts of things that, like, you know, it would be, people do this all the time. There's a lot of, you can pick your jurisdiction, which means you can pick which rules apply to you, to some extent. And so, the weird thing about this woman, though, is she didn't just have a child. She had a child using the sperm of her dead son. And so, now she has a child that she did not give birth to that is legally half her and half her son, making it her son and her grandchild at the same time. And that to me is like, oh my god. That wouldn't be okay for a lot of people, right? But, I mean, you know, apparently... See, it's funny, everyone was like, why was that illegal? And then everyone's suddenly now like, wait, no, I'm I'm on board with that being illegal now that I hear it. So, and I always find that to be weird, like, family relationship, like, titles basically rely on you not having, like, incestual inbreeding, right? But, that, you know, it is, it is, also, wow, we've filled up our hoppers here. Is this filled up too? If so, oh yeah, we've got a problem. We have too much bamboo growing. So we're gonna need some more chests. Or we could just move some into this. Because I have to... Oh, actually, yeah, if I start taking out my cactus greens when I need to, and then putting them in this chest over here, I guess, then yeah, I need to work out a better chest system than whatever the heck this is. But yeah, it's a technical way to use slightly more bamboo, but I need more chests is what I really need. So I'll put a double chest over here, and then I'll work out the rest of this later. Yeah, I think, I don't think anyone was against surrogacy. I think they're against having a child. No, everyone was against surrogacy, and then later, after everyone was against it already, that's when she did the bait and switch. Like, I think this is a clever thing a lot of people do. Like, I don't know, this is... You know, this is a controversial stream, but it's not going to be public, so I'll mention this. Kevin Spacey, I want to say, had a huge controversy of him, having he had some inappropriate relationship with a 15-year-old boy. And so everyone reacts to that first, and then they learn that it was a non-consensual, and everyone's like, oh, but we've already... Like, now it seems like everyone's just against him and he tried to make it about, like, ooh, they don't like me because I'm gay. And it's like, no, that's not the reason. It was the age and also but like, it's like a clever switcheroo, like, move the story, basically. So moving on to the next subject. You know, it's interesting, how did she get sperm from her dead son? Apparently, so this varies by country, but when you die, there is a legal maximum to how long your biological material can be kept for reproduction purposes. And so, fun fact. Also, we need to now link these two chests together, which I'll do. Just gotta break that onto the ground, and then throw as much of it as we can in here. Just all in there till I can pick up the chest. Did I pick up the chest yet? I did not. I think my chest must have gone in the hopper, maybe? Where is my chest? Did it go in here, maybe? There it is, okay. Then we scoop that up, place the chest down, and so now, I think we've got as much bamboo as we can physically hold. I wasn't quite expecting this to be so fast, honestly. I did not expect to be so appalled while watching Minecraft. Yeah, I love that this is like you know, do you want to go spicier, internet? But no, yeah, apparently, you can leave that, and then there's a really controversial case where, someone wanted to have a child with their estranged ex-husband, and it's like, is that okay, right? Like, when he was alive, he wouldn't have wanted to have a child with her, but he did die, and he did leave behind his, like, biological, you know, like, material to make that happen. Should she be allowed to use that, right? You know, like, it's like, he's not alive to not consent, so do you care about the wishes of a dead person, or the wishes of the alive person more? And, you know, in general, you go with the alive person, but there are some cases where we go, but not for that, right? Anyway, I better than her own son. Why is that even controversial, though? Like, it's controversial to do things of your, like, but not to have a child. Like, right? Sure, it's just biological material combining, surely, at some point. I know, it's fun. It sounds like everyone agrees. So let's go, let's chop down some sugarcane while we're here. You know, this is the OG bamboo. Requires no sword. Perfectly lines up. It's wonderful. You can't refuse an autopsy. Yeah, there are all sorts of things that you are fully required to stick. My moral and ethics class didn't teach me this. That's the funny thing about morality, is like, there are all sorts of things that you probably couldn't even predict that people will find upsetting. In fact, you wouldn't even predict that you would find that upsetting. Like, You're like, what's the bad thing about incest? Well, you know, it's like the power dynamic between people. Pro tip, by the way, don't have an incestual relationship. If you're considering one right now, it's a bad dynamic, and you know, like unlike a normal breakup where you go part separate ways, you're always gonna be, you know, like it's a pro tip, don't do it. Not recommended in most situations. But you know, this stream is going off the rails, isn't it? Incest may cause defects. Toycat's hot take, incest is bad. But I'm saying I don't think the child aspect is the bad bit. Like, I think it's bad for the child, I guess, because they've got a higher chance of deformities. But then, like, you know, then that comes down to, like, you know, is the child one of the parties you have to consent in an issue, right? Like, if you know, like, if a child doesn't want to be born, would you have to listen? You know, if you would know, like, for example, okay, here's a hot take, like, there are certain disabilities that are genetic, and so if a lot of people make communities around those disabilities, and so if they do have a child, it's way more likely to have that same, you know, issue, like whatever it is, you know, like we do not consider the child like would prefer to be born without, you know, like we'll pick a real simple one, just because we got Cat here to say it's okay. Like if deafness was hereditary, and I don't think it is. And I would prefer, if I was picking to be born hearing than deaf, right? I just want this topic to change. I didn't come here for a science lesson. You know what, Lauren Elson? You specifically now, you pick the next topic. Whatever you say, we will use. You know, and if he doesn't give me one, then MKMCCO. You can be in charge. What topic are we going with? Tell me what's up. I'd love to hear it. Tell me how high are you, says Denny. Honestly, I've considered doing like, you know, like I'm running out of time to do it here. But like I wonder how it would go if I was in that state of mind and I did a stream. Looking forward to giving all my offspring my joint issues, lol. See, right? Is that okay? Is that okay? Okay, so Lauren Elson, Toycat, what do you think is the best Minecraft mob? I think it's the incestual baby. You know, I'll ignore that for now. I think the best Minecraft mob is I don't know. I feel like the clear best is see, this is one of those bad questions. Never ask a superlative. Like best is so poorly defined too. You know what? You're bad at picking questions. We'll move on to MKMCCO's question. You know, Lauren, you can try again. You can try again. Weed isn't that bad for you. Just don't overdo it. And don't drive. Superlatives are the worst, says Duncan. Okay, hamburgers are better than hot dogs. Go, says. Honestly, yeah, okay. Hot dogs are really good when you want cheap food. And you just want it now. For every other situation, they are inferior to the burger. The burger has so much more variety. You know, like if you have a chicken dog, that doesn't really mean anything, does it? But you can have a chicken burger, and that's exciting. I think that's MK. Yeah, I agree. MKM CCO, you saved us from the bad questions. As we all know, superlatives are the worst. I love that. That's great. You know, Duncan Wall, high quality comment. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I think that there's a lot more vegan burger alternatives, so burgers are better. Oh, I think vegan. Okay, so Duncan Wall, I have no idea why I assume this, but you're in New Zealand, right? There's this place called Lord of the Fries, and they do the best vegan. They do a vegan hot dog so good, like it's better than any real hot dog I've ever had. I dream of going back to the Southern Hemisphere just to try their hot dog. But yeah, in general, hot dogs are mouth-shaped, so they're the best. Honestly, it is weird that we don't have mouth-shaped burgers. That is a weird point. I feel like you could easily do it. Actually, we have a... I went to the wrong village. Oopsie. Weed is not good for everyone. I get super sick from the smell. Also edible, so my body just rejects it. I end up with awful migraines and violently ill. Yeah, that's the funny thing about, okay, this is like a controversial take, I think, although I really don't know that it should be. Basically every substance designed to alter your mind, you'd probably be better off not doing it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's like, there are all sorts of fun situations. Hema has a vegetarian rockwurst now, and I'm pumped about it. I don't know what Hema is, but I'm bored with your excitement. Sometimes a chopstick sandwich is long like a hot dog, and it's basically a hamburger. Yeah, I'm picturing like the Burger King, it's called like a chicken royale, maybe? Burger King has long burgers. A long boy, but it's a burger. Oh yeah, there's a Nether Fortress here. I should use this Nether Fortress, actually. It's in a pretty decent location. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, we got this. Lord of the Fries sounds amazing. Do they serve the Golem meal? You know what? I think my Lord of the Rings references are way out, so I'll just say yes. He's that man who is of questionable morality. They do in fact serve a meal for him. I think it's a reference to Lord of the Flies, not Lord of the Rings, by the way. That's my just sorry to tell you about more media that exists. But yeah, do you want to wait, chat? I'm going to the airport. What should I eat? Like it's like lunchtime, and I like to eat at the airport. It makes my journey less stressed. Like, you know, it's get 2 things done there. What should I eat at the airport, chat? Do you wanna? You should tell me. Little Gamer says moss. Sinan says peanuts. Ned Oran says Five Guys. I want there to be Five Guys at my airport. I've only seen it in Atlanta. I would fly through Atlanta specifically for the Five Guys, and I'd have a good time. I think there's a Shake Shack at the Vegas airport, but like Shake Shack's not the same. If it was the same, then that would be different. Also, we probably gotta stop. No, guys, not okay. Not chill. You've got to get better at running away, though, villagers. Just have to say. Okay, so let's take this shulker box now, which is filled with glow ink sacks for reasons I'm not very sure about. And now let's make some books. Oh, we got so many books in here already. I probably should have just made books rather than bring them all the way over here. Let's make a full stack of books. And then let's sell the books, because I need a little bit of XP, right? Get myself to level 30. Be in a good place to continue stuff. Books. I need a master farmer anyway, though. Do you sell golden carrots by any chance, friend? If you don't, that's okay. You know, that's not okay. Do you sell why do I have basic farmers chilling around here? What are they adding to my world? This guy's been trapped in water for a while. I wish I could fly for Atlanta. Be careful what you wish for. Oh yeah, Atlanta's famous in America of like, oh man, I hate connecting through Atlanta. If I'm gonna connect, you know, I don't know what the way to hell is, but I know it goes through Atlanta. It's like, have you guys not been to Atlanta? It's great. It's a wonderful airport. Like, I think people hate it because you have a short connection there. But it's like, imagine hating, I don't know, like, what's an example? Imagine hating a road because you get stuck in traffic. The road isn't responsible for the traffic. The traffic is people like you, other people in the cars. Eat a ghost pepper at the airport, says I am Reddit123. What do you reckon, chat? Should we eat a ghost pepper at the airport? That's the idea coming in from I am Reddit. Who, you know, we all know what good things come from Reddit, and so, you know, maybe we just should. So let's get this pickaxe up to full, because I'm always doing a destruction project and my pickaxe runs low. Let's make sure it's not. Oh. Don't want to be spending too much on these books. Any other librarians chilling around here? Yes, we do have one. Sell him some paper, so I can sell him some books. No, the plain toilet is not comfy. You know what? Is it not so comfy? Also, I just realized, if I get new librarians, they'll buy way more books from me at a time. I set these librarians up before that changed. So we want to get these new guys. They are much better for me. We can't. We have to buy Smite free if we want to get any further with him. But yeah, I want to repair my pickaxe sort of while we're here, just to be ready for more future stuff, right? Always a good idea, probably. Eat 12 bananas. That is the amount of bananas I can handle. We've done the scientific studies to confirm that's true. I can buy some glass from this guy. You know, I need the experience. Glass is cheap. Let's see what he sells. Ooh, wait. Is that Frost? Do I need Frostwalker, chat? I think I need Frostwalker. A little bit. Pick up another Frostwalker book. I should get a set of Neverite boots that have the Frostwalker on already. I think. I think that's the thing I need. Mending, on the other hand, gonna have to wait a while before that's a good idea to buy. I guess I probably have to just sit around this village for a bit. Wait for things to happen. Buy some more, sell some more books. Find someone else who'll sell books. And we'll go with that. Frostwalker's situational. Yeah, it's very situational, to say the least. I think that might even be... Also, we had Frostwalker already, but it cost 62. Let's buy it for 30 then. You know what? Something about seeing your exact same trade more expensive. It's like when you see a for sale sticker, even though it means nothing. Like wait, on sale, not for sale. This guy, Fortune. Actually, wait, Fortune's good, right? Yeah, I think I want a couple of Fortune books, combine them together. That'd be good. So let's find some more paper. Hopefully we got some. No, we got all the leather in the world, but no paper. Interesting, it looks like I need to... Okay, we got 64 more paper. Can I get this guy up to the point where he'll sell me some good stuff? Let's hope so. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I guess I'm buying Fortune 2 from you. Twice. Just like I wanted to. And now I can buy Loyalty. Oh, I like Loyalty. So I'll combine 2 of these together, because I think another Loyalty Trident would be fun. Or we could just keep selling books. See what his next tier is. Oh, yeah, look at that. Quick charge. And then he's got another trade on his last tier. So we'll see if we can make it there. We can't. Anyway, so put it on your golden hoe. I want to do something fun with enchantments soon. Because they're adding a new enchantable thing in 1.20. I just figure it's the sort of thing people might like to know. Anyway, yeah, what's your favorite dimension? Everyone's favorite dimension is the overworld. Like, you might have a dimension that you find more interesting. But it's not that you prefer the dimension, right? That would be absurd. But yeah, let's put all these books away in the chest, where there is a lot of that. I think I need to go take a lot of sugarcane. We might... Okay, chat. I might have to actually do a sugarcane farming stream again. Do you like the sound of that? Oh, right, I need to go to the airport a while ago. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this live stream. I am going to go and eat some beef meal, which, as we all know, is the best meal you can get. Thank you for coming along to watch today. I'll be streaming again next week. Next week, I'm going to have some longer than normal streams, so please do come to check them out. And then the week after, I won't be streaming at all. So get your Toy Cat fix in while it still exists. Or don't. It's up to you. But what isn't up to you is saying goodbye. I've got to run.